Today I'm working on the Audi S4, specifically on the calipers. It's because of this noise. And I may have found a solution, so stick around to see how I fix that issue. So this is our front wheel and this is our rear wheel. You'll see exactly why I had to remove all four. So let's keep going. Now all of this I'm gonna have to clean before I do what I need to it. Let's get this thing clean. This is the brake fluid coming out of these calipers, specifically the rear ones. The ones in front are not so bad, but this is terrible. So I'm gonna have to do some brake fluid flush. Now that is very bad brake fluid. It looks really dark and it shouldn't be like that. So I think I'm going to have to do brake fluid flush again, especially for the rear lines, so that I can have good braking. Yeah. Now that we've got all the brakes out of the car, let's start with cleaning. Then we can move on to the next step. They really look dull and dirty, and what we see me do here now is preparing to plug all the holes on the calipers. I don't want any dirt or anything to go into the calipers to compromise them. So I'm making sure that I'm using tape to plug all the holes as tight as possible before going on to the next step. Now I'm gonna try and remove this piston from the caliper and see if I can figure out what's going on in here. So I don't have a compressor and I don't have anything that can blow air into here so that this thing can come out. So I'm gonna try a different method. Hopefully that works. So by removing the bleeder valve, I'm actually opening the cylinder for air to come through. Hopefully I'll be able to pull this thing on the other side. There's not much brake fluid left in here. Oh, there's some. So I don't wanna just pour it on the ground. This thing's almost full. Okay, now we're comfortable. There is no brake fluid in the system. There's nothing. I need my cloth. Just keep wiping as I work. Piston is out. The reason why I was getting that noise is because okay, based on my observations and research, the seal is worn out, especially to the outer part of the caliper. So this side is worn out, that side it's still a bit high. As a result, whenever I was braking, this part of the piston was actually grinding onto the housing here. I can see this shiny line on the piston here, which means this piston is grinding on the housing because the seal is worn out. So as a result, I'm getting that grinding noise, this noise here. So I need to get new seals, then rebuild these brake calipers, then we should be good to go. So I'm glad that I was able to figure out what the issue is, and finally I can keep these brakes. I don't have to buy new ones, at least for now. So they're still good. I mean, it's pretty clean inside. The cylinder is good. The piston, I might need to get a new one because I damaged this one, the lip of it, but I was careful not to damage the actual piston this side, because this is the side that's actually sitting outside on the brake, so it's fine, not a problem. I mean, can you reuse this for now while I'm waiting for the new set to come through. So yeah, I'm excited. At least I can breathe easy. I can relax now, because this was really stressful. This was giving me sleepless nights, but at least I know what the issue is. this was not part of the plan, but I ended up changing the color on the brake calipers. It looks nice. Well, I use the same color that I have in the engine covers, so that's the same color, and I think it will look nice. So let's let it dry up, then we'll reinstall everything back together. Finally, our calipers are ready and they are dry. We are going to assemble these first back on the car, then after that we'll actually assemble the calipers themselves. So we'll start with the carriers first. Once we're done with all four, then we'll assemble and reinstall the calipers. So first off, we need to remove all the tape to expose our holes. Okay, that's that. And the other one, and these are just nice. Maybe I'll leave this for last. So let me install the carrier first, then once we're done with our calipers, then I will remove this tape here. Got my 21mm socket. So for me to get this thing tightened properly, I'm gonna use my trusted hammer. Okay, one carrier down. Yes, this is the right one. It should go in like that. Okay, so let's remove the tape. Got some tape here. Bolts, holes. Okay, so the long bolt goes top, short one goes at the bottom. Second one done. And now let's start with our brake calipers. Here is our caliper, painted, dry, ready to go back onto the car. But before we do, let's just remove all the paper that is stuck here. So how I'm going to do this is I'll get the brake line, connect it quickly on this here, because I had to plug the hose. Well, I had to plug the hole for the brake line, so I'm going to remove this plug and then connect the brake line and then connect the brake caliper. Feels like the unboxing video, but yeah. Okay, so now before we reinstall this thing back on the car, I need to put the slider pins back on. So let's quickly get them. connected. Next up is our brake pads. This caliper is looking really nice. This blue is actually popping. So let's now put on the anti-rattle pin. Tape off anti-rattle pin. Okay, let's clean it up a bit so that it matches up nicely with our anti-rattle pin. Okay, our anti-rattle pin is on. Okay, give it a nice wipe. Now for the last finish, just to finalize everything, got a little something here. Honestly, that is looking awesome. That makes the whole thing just looks nice. Really, I mean, look at it. That looks awesome. I really like it. I'm glad I was able to save the S4 and create a nice looking brake caliper. I'm happy. I'm really happy with how it looks. I can't wait to put on the wheels, drive the car around, take some nice photos, some nice rollers. I'm happy, guys. Honestly, this is looking really nice. That's what I was after, hence I went with the black and the blue, so the contrast there is looking awesome. The caliper is in, it's also looking nice. So now we need to install the other two and then we'll be done. Then we can take this car on the road. Now it's time to bleed the brakes after all the work is done. So I'm gonna start. So the right way of doing this is starting with the furthest from the master cylinder. So based on where I am in the world, this is the furthest because the driver's side is on the right hand side. So this one on the left and then the right, and then the front left and then front right. So we'll start bleeding this one. Got someone assisting me in the car. Okay, with my bleeder DIY system. Okay, so we've got that connected. Open my bleeder file. Oh, there we go. So I've got a lot of bubbles coming out. Keep pressing. Yeah, so the whole idea is to get as much air out of the system as possible. As you can see, there's a lot of air coming out. Okay, press down and hold. So this one has been successfully bled. I am going to move to the other one. Bleeder system. Okay, try not to spill a lot. Okay, once done, then I'm gonna replace the bleeder valve cap. So we are done with this one, moving on to the other one. Yes, I had to make sure that I wrap this so that no paint goes into it. And to rescue my bleeder valve cap. There we go. Keep pressing. So we are now bleeding the other wheel, or rather the other caliper. So we're waiting for the pressure to build up. Should be seeing a few bubbles right about now. Oh, there we go. Some bubbles are coming out. Okay, press down and hold. Close the bleeder valve. Okay, and remove my bleeder system. Okay, not to spill a lot of brake fluid. Okay, that is done. 2 wheels down. 2 more to go. Bleeder valve cap on, and we are good to go. Let's check how much we have left. The idea is not to bleed the system completely dry, so because that will be a lot of work. And the plate, and then to top up. Let's go bleed the last 2. You can go, press, going, going, okay, hold, last one. Okay, hold, press and hold. Yeah, you can hold it there. Now pump the brakes. Okay, always topping up the master cylinder just to make sure we don't pump in air into the system. Especially to bleed the system. It's very important. Okay, so let's see if we've got some brakes on this car. got a good brake pedal. Now I'm happy with the job done. So now what's left is to open up the park and brake, then put on the wheels, drop this thing on the ground, and then yeah, that's it. Let's do that. Finally, this is the result that I was looking for, and I must say it came out really nice. What I love about it is this is a different color. It's not your red or yellow colors that are out there. This is completely different, and combining it with the black, I think it makes it stand out. Not too much in your face, but it's more, I think because it's not a bright color, that's why it's looking the way it does. But I'm happy. I really like how it is. It was a lot of work, but finally we did it. I'm happy. Something that I can look at every day before I get into the car or after getting out of the car. But definitely happy with this combination. I think it goes very nicely with these wheels. And okay, if it doesn't, what I like is that these are silver wheels and it's still coming through nicely through the silver wheels. So honestly, I like it. I really am happy with it. The reason why I went with this color is because it's something different, something that will give the car a unique identity, so to say. And I'm really happy with how it came out. The combination between the blue and the black, I wasn't sure how it's gonna work, but it looks like it's actually working together really nice. I'm happy so far. I cannot complain. I really like how it brings out the calipers, back to life, because I've got silver wheels and with black calipers in there, they sort of like, they disappear in there. But now with this color, they really like pop. This is something completely different. I know some people might not like the color choice, but I love it. It's something different from the red and the yellow that I've seen out there. And looking at it working together with the black is really coming out nicely. I really like it, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you think. But so far I'm really happy. It's bringing out the car quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, look at the S4. So it's now popping as opposed to it's disappearing into the aluminium / black color. So it's actually popping now. So this is really nice. I'm really happy with how these calipers came out. Wow. I know some people, they would put in a sort of like a badge on the rear ones, but I think I'm just gonna leave them like that. I'm not gonna put in a lot of stuff because yeah, that's just gonna be too much. This is the new look for the S4. I must say it came out really nice. I'm happy. I don't wanna lie. This is something that I've always wanted to do, but I had to think of a different color that I can use. So this is really nice. Comment down below, let me know what you think so far. Today is one of those boiling days. It's really hot in South Africa, and we finished our work quite late last night, so we couldn't film the rest of the car. As you've seen today, we went through everything just to show you how it's looking, the completed project. There's a saying that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and I believe this is one of those steps where we're able to service and paint our brake calipers. So slowly but surely we are getting there with our S4 project. I'm really excited, guys. You have no idea. This is something that I've always wanted to do, and it came out really nice. So please let me know down below. Comment, share your thoughts, how you feel about this color combination. Let me know if maybe you would have preferred a different color, but currently, how do you feel about this color? And please, if you like this video and enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe, because that would be highly appreciated. There's tons and tons of content coming soon, so you don't want to miss out. Click on that bell so that you get notified when the new video is uploaded. With all that being said, thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.